Yeah, it's awkward. You gotta just be the best you can be, not anybody else. It's only you at the end of the day.
Hey. Here, I'm gonna run my intro back one more time because I feel like it cut me short. Hold on.
Unity is so important. Is it still here? I sent your zodiac sign. Put it in the chat, guys. Like, really good. Okay, with love, we gotta have a little reality check. Awkward. You gotta just be the best you can be, not anybody else. It's only you at the end of the day.
Okay, that is so much better. What is up? Hi, hello. My name is Naja, aka the Voodoo Child, and this is the Tribe Tea segment. That is when you guys send in your stories. We key, we give advice, all that jazz. Okay, so this is a live segment. So shout out to all of my tribe members in the chat. I'm gonna give you guys some more time to funnel in. Okay, what's up? All right. You said you're finally on time. Look, I'm still a little late. I really like to be on here at around like 2:30-ish, but you know, life be lifing. We're here at a smooth 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? I got my Stanley. It's not blazing hot. It's a pretty good Wednesday. What are you guys up to? You said I'm on vacation in Canada. Ooh, that must be so nice. There's so many different views to choose from in Canada. Like, T. Thank you so much, Hannah, for the compliment. I appreciate you. What's up, Tantra? Shout out to the mods. So today we're going to be getting into short stories. So last week we read really long stories. Some of y'all don't like the long story streams, but it's a necessary, to get everyone's stuff read. So today we're going to be reading 5 different short stories that all have to do with like relationships and all that jazz. Okay, so the first one is the title story, which is Unloading the Clip on a Girl Who Dumped Me, Child. The second one is Tribe T, I Blame Cash Doll. Okay. The third one is Trying to Heal and Better Myself even though my environment is a circus. I don't know why the first thing I thought of when you said that is like the Blueface and like how whenever I imagine them, I just think of like a circus, like just circus acts, clowns, performances, stunts. Like, I hope you're not going through a quarter of that, girl. The fourth one is called The Story of the Missing Za. And I'm not going to hold you. Actually, I will hold you. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Why on God's blue-green earth would you send me a Tribe Tea in bright purple and bright pink? Now I'm going to give your hand back. Why would you do that, friend? Now, I'm going to read this, but like, it's frying me because the first line you're talking about, I'm 23 years old. You are grown. Why are you sending me that? It's reminding me, now you are standing out because I had two people, okay? Now there's you with this Barney letter that you just sent me. Somebody else sent me a whole Tribe Tea written in white font, and I had to like highlight it to read it. Crazy work. I wouldn't consider this like addiction issue, but somebody did this voice to text. That was a hard read. This one kind of made me laugh. Somebody wrote me a whole Tribe Tea in Comic Sans. Big Comic Sans. Y'all, I need to be sent away. I have a problem. Because I'm like so anal about the weirdest crap. Like, ooh, girl. But you know what? It's okay. I'm not going to hold you. I would have been more mad if you like sent me like highlighter yellow. I probably just wouldn't have read it, girl. I would have been my feelings would have hurt. My feelings would have been hurt. And the last story is just called I Gave Up Friendship for a Broken Relationship. And my first opinion on that was like, I just imagined a girl that was like besties with another girl and then chose a dude over the girl. And then the dude ended up being shitty. And now you miss your girlfriend for real. Like, that's the first thing I think of. But yeah, like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? What's going on? You said, what happened to Arial? What happened to Times New Roman? What happened to Arial? What happened to Helvetica? Like, I love me a good font. I love fonts. Like, I have a problem. Yeah, the text to speech was pretty bad. I'm so sorry. I can't. You said they want to hurt my eyes. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's because they want to stand out. Like, it does make you stand out. Don't get me wrong, but just not in the way you want. So I am going to stop rambling because it's a little. I got on a little late, and I want to get into these stories. So make sure you guys have your wine, your water. If you're doing your hair, get your braiding hair. Let's get right on into it. The first one. Oh, and none of these stories have receipts. So I will be putting the chat on the screen a little bit more frequently, okay? And shout out to everybody. If this is your first time in a live in a minute, make sure you guys are liking the stream. It helps a lot. Hey, everybody that just joined. All right. So this is titled Unloading the Clip on the Girl Who Dumped Me. So so there's some backstory to this. She originally sent me an entry, but I don't know if she wants me to read the original one, because then she sent me an update and said, hey, can you please hold off on reading my story? I just want to edit it some more, all right? And I want to make it shorter. Okay, I just answered my own question. So yeah, you do want me to read this new one and just this new one. Okay. All right, so this is just the condensed pack, which is cool because I could tell in that first entry that you sent me, you were decompressing. But you know what? I'm going to be fair. I'm not going to get any background info. I'm just going to read what you said I could read, okay? All right. Unloading the clip on the girl who dumped me. Hey, Naja. Hey, Tribe. Hey, girly. My work bestie broke up with me last year. Friend, with love, if you meet somebody at work, like a work bestie is even more shallow than like a friend bestie. Like, and by friend bestie, my bad, not friend bestie, girl. No, school bestie, my bad. It's like, at least with a school bestie, you guys are working towards the same career. So like you might end up brushing shoulders or whatever. Like there is an incentive there. There's a reason why fraternities, sororities exist, right? A work bestie, it's like, girl, this the end of the road. I'm getting this check. I'm clocking in, clocking out. Like, what? I got all the allies I need. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody in the chat is just like, girl, the work bestie. Okay. But hey, I don't know. I've gotten close with some people from my job, but it was literally like a job, like one job. And I was there for years, and I wouldn't even say bestie as much as I would say is like I gained like close relationships, right? Because I don't know, maybe now that I'm older, I like have a different view of the term bestie. Like my husband's my bestie, somebody who I watch TV with, sit on the couch with, make jokes with, like realistically with them a good amount of the time. You get what I'm saying? I do have girlfriends, but like the whole bestie thing, I gotta keep it a bean. Like, we all work jobs. How the hell can we be up each other's ass the way we were when we were in high school and college? You get what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like in adulthood, you need to readjust your expectations. You could have a really, really good friend and not see them every day and all that, like how besties are portrayed, right? Because some of my closest friends, I'm not going around calling them like my bestie or my best friend. It just feels a little immature. I don't know. Maybe if I grew up with them type of deal, I would do that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I'm seeing some people saying I generally like to stay away from the term bestie. I feel like dear friend or close friend is enough. Shout out to Nyala. What's up, girlie? Yeah, like you have a bestie. Did you get that bestie like when you were young? Because I feel like we people who are like post bestie breakup, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're not too quick to just be like, oh, I need a bestie. You know, like, I feel like it's like, okay, now I'm grown. I can't be out here trying to find a bestie. It's kind of like I develop a relationship and become close friends with somebody. I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. Like, yeah, like I feel like if you have a bestie, you've been besties since like childhood or like adolescence, you know, because then it kind of carries on. And then when you have kids, you turn into auntie. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. But hey, everybody is different. Everybody is different. I've seen some people say they met their husband at work. You can meet your bestie at work. It's just, I don't know. So I feel like when you're naturally okay being alone, people get offended when you can't be up their ass. Oh my God. You said my bestie, we were on and off friends since 15, but we became actual best friends at 25. Yeah, and that's cool. I'm pretty sure y'all have like a more mature relationship, but I think y'all meeting at 15 is why you don't get the ick calling her bestie. Because I'm not going to hold you as a grown woman. If another grown woman that like I did not meet in childhood started calling me bestie, like we met on the playground, I would feel like they're trying to, and maybe I'm being paranoid, but I would feel like they're trying to like, hey friend, their way into my life type shit. Like you're being like, trying to purposely be more close. Because in my past, people that have automatically just like called me their best friend, it's always been some like weird underlying shit going on. Like I can honestly say I have only had 3 best friends in my whole life, and it started in childhood type shit. Like, but in adulthood, I have formed very close relationships with adults. But, you know, adults be adulting, girl. We got jobs, we got school. Some of us got kids. Like, some of us married. Some of us trying to date, so we can't be all up under married people. Like, I get that too. I have some single friends where it's just like, girl, I get it. I'm not going to see you as frequently. Well, like, how can I explain this? If you're single and you're in certain environments like nightlife and stuff like that, yeah, I'm probably not going to be, you know, at the club. You know, I'll buy a festival ticket and turn up with you. So that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be as frequent. So I guess just accepting that everybody has their own thing going on makes it easier too. So, hey, but we making besties at work, girl. She said, I'm at the point of my healing journey where I just need to get stuff off my chest, and I just need to unload the clip on this woman, okay? We became friends really fast. We worked in the same office, and we're both astrology girlies. She would tell me I am her soul sister and that I am a karmic friendship. That is not a good sign. I am her opportunity to make up for hurting a past friend, and just a bunch of super deep meaning attached to our friendship. Girl, we were just 2 Libras who worked together and liked yapping. And shout out to all my Libras in the chat, and shout out to all of my Leos. Yeah, that is crazy. Like, that is the equivalent. Like, my advice to anybody out there is view relationship as all relationships are relationships. Okay, you have to invest in them, you have to nurture them. It's a 2-way street, blah blah blah, right? So let's reverse the roles. If you were dating a man and that man said to you, oh, you are my karmic relationship, you're my karmic girlfriend, because I did my last girlfriend so bad, I just like dogged that bitch out. So like, yeah, this is just great. Wouldn't you feel very on edge and very like, no. So we're just 2 Libras who work together and like yapping. As time went on, we confided in each other about our parents, and the stuff she would tell me just gave me pick me vibes. My question is, where are y'all having these conversations? Are you having these conversations at work, girl? Like, why are we over here talking about our childhood trauma on the floor at work? Okay. She was giving pick me vibes. She would go so hard saying stuff like, well, you know, I'm a feminist and I love women, and I'm teaching this putrid man how to respect women on behalf of my gender type shit. But still, I'm just like, she was a pick me trying to rationalize the BS. So she is one of those feminists that date like red pill guys, is the vibe I'm getting. Because she's like, she's a feminist and she's going to teach this man how to respect women, baby, that was his mama job. And then why don't you learn how to respect yourself? Because why are you in a relationship with a man that needs to be taught how to respect women? He's not treating you the best, I'm assuming. And like, again, reiterating that, why does he need to be taught? That lets me know he's treating you like shit. This means this is an ongoing problem. And then what are you doing? You get him ready for the next bitch? Like, I seen somebody on TikTok say something, and it is so, so real. And I will give this advice to anybody who wants to know whether they should get married or not. Because I saw that Miracle Watts going down the aisle shit, bro. And that lady having a panic attack going down the aisle. Women have intuition. That is like the greatest gift that we have been given is intuition. And when you go against it, your body will physically just like, you know, and that's male or woman. But I'm just saying, as a woman, your intuition is so freaking strong. You can have a physical reaction. So like, you know, when that man ain't shit, you know, like, you know, bro, you know, that man ain't shit. So it's like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we even sticking around to do this shit? Cause, no, for real, like, how are you a feminist, but you are still centering this man? Okay. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I got so lost in my train of thought. The advice that I would give and what I saw a girl on TikTok say. She said that you know that is your partner when you can go into a room with them and you don't have that anxiety of like, oh shit, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? I hope they don't bring that up. Here we go. Like, maybe I should stay close to them just in case. Think Queen and Clarence at Streamer University. That anxiety of like, oh, is he going to embarrass me? Is he going to make me look stupid again? Like, what's he going to do? If you have those thoughts, vice versa, if you're a man and you have those thoughts about your partner, that's not your partner. That's not your guy. That's not your gal. That's not the one for you. Like, and when she said that, it just resonated with me because that is so true. Like, with my husband, I've never felt like, oh shit, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna say? Like, I can leave him in the room by himself with whoever, and I know he'll be able to hold his own. He won't embarrass me. He won't say some fuck shit. Like, he won't do no backhanded, nothing. He's not gonna go try to mac up a bitch in the room. Like, if you don't have that, and I guess it all boils down to trust at the end of the day, that ain't it. That ain't your dude. That ain't your dude. Please go look up that video of Miracle Watts going down the aisle and literally having a panic attack and her parents having to hold her up to even go down the freaking aisle. And lo and behold, less than 24 hours after the wedding, you got a bitch coming out of nowhere talking about he was talking to her and smashing her on her cycle. Can't make this shit up. Evil light skin. Evil. Exactly. You do not get the ick over your partner. Like, you just don't. Yeah, she was having stomach pains over Clarence. No, seriously. Like, got that girl stressed out. So, I just need witnesses, okay? Here is my ex-bestie's relationship tea. Fake names are Chloe and her boyfriend is Brad. Chloe is a white woman. She's 30 or 31 at this time. She is a Libra Scorpio cusp, okay? Brad is a fair-skinned Middle Eastern man. He's about 43, 44. For context, I am biracial. I'm 26, 27. Libra sun, Gemini moon, Sag rising. Shout out to all my Scorpios, my Sages, my Gems, man. I guess my Aries too. My boy at Aries. Girl. Brad started courting Chloe when she had 2 full tattoo sleeves. He asked her to stop getting more tattoos when they become official. In the beginning of my friendship with Chloe, she confided in me how frustrating all this was. She disobeyed Brad and got a new tattoo. Then Chloe bought a new car, and as time went on, she told me that Brad was proposing that if she stops getting tatted for a year, he will buy her a new car in exchange for the car she just bought. Like, if Chloe follows daddy's rules as a good girl, he'll reward her with a newer, shinier car when she could already afford a new car by herself and wasn't into cars like that. Okay, I'm gonna humor this, even though this doesn't have shit to do with you. I'm gonna humor this. Anybody out there, there's so much to say. There's so much to fucking unpack. For one, tattoos are fucking permanent. If a guy doesn't like tattoos and he's still trying to pursue you, it's either A, he has a fetish and that's why he's still doing it because like, oh, I know this is so wrong, but I'm so attracted, weirdo. Or two, he wants you to be something you're not and something he knows you will never be able to achieve. You are not Pete Davidson, babes. You are not going to be able to laser your whole body off to look like a little baby for him. Like, it's just never gonna happen, and he's already setting you up for never being enough. I will never forget, I had that weirdo roommate, ironically, that I named him Scorpio, fully tatted, armpits tatted, bit like neck tatted, fully tatted. And this man, go look on my channel, I have videos about it. He came from a cult, so I be giving him a little grace because he was off. He was programmed in a cult for at least like 5 years, 6 years, whatever. And he told me, I literally only had a quarter sleeve at the time. Oh yeah, that's like the mark of the devil. Like, you can't be getting tatted. You're a woman and like all that. Mind you, this is a roommate. This is not my boyfriend. This ain't my man. This ain't my brother, by nothing. Like, oh, you need to be tatted. Why are y'all saying armpits like question marks? I know a few people with their armpits tatted. Like, I know a woman with tatted armpits, like personally. Like, people tat their armpits when they run out of room. I digress. Now that I think about it, he's too much of a pee meow. I don't even think his armpits were tatted, but his shit was all the way like up into his, like there was no blank space. Like I have blank space. He had no blank space. This man was living in somebody's tattoo shop and he had the nerve to tell me about how I shouldn't be doing all of this and how it's, and I'm like, sir, look around. But yeah, like, anybody telling you are a fully tatted woman and they telling you, oh yeah, you can't get no more tattoos, baby, these tats are permanent. You're not. Like, these tats will always be here. I don't know where you're gonna be in the next 50 years. Like, that's just so weird. Yeah, so my tat man's partner, she is like heavily tatted. And around the time when I first like met them, and these tats are old, so she's probably gone over them by now, but she got 2 spider webs on her each armpit and it like branched out like this, going this way. And I seen her get them done. She ate that shit. Bro. Women are amazing. Like, we can do so much shit. And she did this before she had any of her kids. Like, she just ate that shit. Pain tolerance, out of here. And this is before like all of that stuff was really popping. Like, you only really saw heavily tatted women on like magazines and shit, or like at biker shops. Like, baby was popping. She's still popping to this day, but I just love her tats because they're really just bold and unique, and like you could just tell she earned her shit. That's what we say. We say she earned her shit. Okay. But yeah, I don't see what that got to do with you, but that's crazy. So you said Chloe was a stoner. She was raised by a lesbian stoner who grew stuff in the house. When Brad came into the picture, she stopped toking around him because he didn't like it. They moved in together and he asked her to quit. She tried quitting but snuck the grass when she visited her mom. Chloe would hide vapes in her car. Eventually, she used me in our hangout time as opportunities to freely vape. So again, don't see what that got to do with you for real, because that's her decision, what she wants to do. But I do think if you are somebody who's been intaking something for so long and secondhand, you should take breaks. You really should. Like, my rule of thumb with my life, what I've done, I'm not saying this is what you should do, this is just what I've done. I usually take breaks every like 4 or 5 years. Like, if I notice myself consistently, you get what I'm saying? And then I take like a little break, take a little breaky break. Because I feel like if you're just doing it throughout life, I don't know, I feel like you need a little break. You need a little break. You know, I don't think a break is a horrible thing. A guy suggesting that you should cut back, You know, you should want to do things for you, but I don't think this is like the most horrible thing. So Brad was established in his corporate gig and Chloe was trying to have a zaddy. So they came to an agreement on splitting bills 80-20 instead of 50-50. I still feel like if you are dating or being courted by an older man, especially like you are in your 40s, you're more established. You're an established man. You should be paying all the bills in this damn house. Because you making jokes about the zaddy and stuff, like, no, like, I'm gonna go date another 28, 29, 30-year-old if I'm about to go 80, 20, 50, 50, 70, 30, 60, 40. I don't give a damn. Like, what the fuck am I vibing with you for? It's not for love. Like, that be frying me whenever people do that age gap shit and he's not taking, or the older person isn't financially, like, that's like literally the whole point. You're more in depth in your career. You have more assets. You have more life that you've lived. You can give me some experience. The only reason I'm not giving them too much is because I'm cool with age gaps once you're like over a certain age. Like, she's 30, he's 43. You know, that's not horrible. But like, when I see people in their 40s, that's a different type of money than I got right now. So why are we doing that? Like, what the hell? So they split in 80-20. When Chloe did stuff Brad didn't approve of, like smoke, get tats, wear makeup to the office. Oh, girl, bye. Like, he wants to be somebody's dad for real. Brad would threaten to not pay the 80%. Oh my God. She confided in me and this is why financial abuse is a thing, and this whole conservative trad wife BS that has been pushed on us for the past like 3 years or so is so dangerous, because what did our grandmothers and great grandmothers have to put up with? This shit. Okay? Just because I believe in the age gap, the older person should be paying more, does not mean that younger person should be a bum and not have any money, any education. Like, if anything, the older person should want to pay your way so that you can excel. You get what I'm saying? You're threatening to take away the 80%. Child. She confided in me and showed me emails that she would draft explaining her perspective and definitions of financial abuse, and listed past examples of him talking like this to scare her, and that she planned on emailing it to Brad. I don't know, but my partner and I don't email fight. It's usually a verbal disagreement. Hey, she got a paper trail. So Brad had told Chloe that she gained weight since the start of their relationship, and that weight gain made her unattractive. Okay, when do we get to the point of her not wanting to be cool with you? Because as of right now, it seems like you're dogging her out in your mind to make yourself feel better that she doesn't want to be involved with you no more. When do we get to the vibe? Like, when do we get to what's really going on? I think this is emptying the clip, y'all. That's what I'm saying. They're like, when do you empty the clip? I think you just going off on this girl, talking about she's not fat. Like, okay. Brad had a pattern of helping young women on their feet. He apparently has friends who are young women who he meets at the gym. It's giving Captain Save-A-Ho, and all these friends are Chloe's age, 30 or younger. This gives me the ick, because that's how she met Brad. So is this giving pick me vibes, or am I a hater? Child, what's your take on Brad? I could never really get a read on him because he was always very polite and respectful when I was in the room. But I would be the one listening to Chloe vent at work about their fights. There are pictures of Chloe and I at the bottom of this email. See, girl, I need to know, why did she say F you? That's what I want to know. Because now I'm starting to scroll to the email you told me not to read. Because Yes. I need to know, like, what happened what happened here? I'm skimming right now, y'all. I need to see. Okay, so I'm skimming the old story that she sent. Because it's like, huh? Okay. Chloe had expressed she'd been feeling a distance between us and an appreciation, an apprehension towards somebody else. Because we ain't read the story, so we don't know. And she added a remark like, I'm not going to stop being friends with her and you can't tell me not to see her. Okay, so there is a third person involved that is a mutual enemy. All right? Or you want to be a mutual enemy, but she doesn't want to stop talking to her. I was really surprised at the possessiveness that she imagined me having. I didn't care if she was friends with other people, but I wanted to stay being her friend. I'm about to say, who's fucking who? Don't be parking your shit over here. I'm sorry. I've been learning this lesson since second grade that I can't control who my friends are friends with. If my bestie is chill with a girl I don't mesh with or hang with, I don't care how, when, why, or see each other. So the thing is, that's not true. And I said this last Tribe T. If somebody really fuck with you, they're going to fuck with you the long way. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care what happened. I know you well enough to know that they were most likely the problem, right? So I'm going to ride with you. What I think got left out, and I've seen this in a few Tribe T's, you said, I'm surprised why she even thinks I'm controlling like that. And the fact that you even said coming of age, you had to learn the lesson that you can't control who your friends are friends with. And then how unloading the clip to you was, I'm just going to like say all the dumb shit in the relationship that she was just too dumb to notice. But if she would have listened to me, like type shit. I've seen a few Tribe T's like this. And it's like, sometimes a big thing doesn't happen. You just don't want to be cool with somebody who you feel is like controlling you. And it could be a projection, right? Maybe she had friends in adolescence that constantly put her in her place. You get what I'm saying? That's one. Two, you're at work. You're at work. You're at work. The whole, oh, don't talk to her thing is not going to work there. It's not. It's not going to work. Superficial relationships thrive in capitalism. That's how a lot of people climb the ladders without degrees and all of that stuff, right? So if you didn't go to school, like we mentioned early in the stream, and you didn't fraternize and you didn't all that, that is how people usually climb up. You said Chloe is somebody who's dating this freaking 40-something-year-old bozo because she needs help to climb up. So we got to like use some sociology, some anthropology in this bitch, okay? Here, hold on, because I'm trying to make sense of this. Because obviously Brad is fucking weird. Like, nah, bro, there's something else going on here. Let's unpack. Let's unpack. Hold on, my Gmail timed out. Hold on. Let's unpack, shall we? Like, heavy on the you're at work. Heavy on the you're at work, like, here, let's get back to business. So, let's get back to business. Where's the breakup? Talking about office tea. What'd you say? Okay, yeah. She's like, I'm not about to not be friends with somebody just because you told me not to be friends with them. I got into how I don't really gel with old girl, and I was trying to let it happen natural, but also got into how at the end of the day I just didn't see myself hanging out with her outside of work. Meanwhile, Chloe and I live 10 minutes from each other, and driving to old girl would be like 30 minutes past the office. I wasn't just gonna waste a weekend doing that. No shade to old girl. And she was like, oh, I mean, yeah, she does live over there. I never noticed it was that far, type ish. I said it sucks to have, girl, what? Hold on, I'm skimming. I'm sorry, because I'm really just trying to see, like, what is it that like she was just like, I don't want to be cool with you. And she talking about, I'ma just agree to disagree. Later, we have a coffee date, and she tells me she's gonna break up with me. But she's been going back and forth about it, and that she misses our friendship and how all of that info makes me feel. Looking back, I think it was her way of temperature checking me, but at the time, I just tried to answer honestly. I said I miss our friendship too. I do feel some type of way about work, and I didn't want work in our equation, and that leaving this job was always my plan. Basically, she wants to leave the job but continue the friendship, right? But in my opinion, I think that old girl is just on some, you know how like back when you were a kid and you had like your like designated crew that you would hang out with, and God forbid your homegirl isn't at school that day, and then you have like a secondary crew that you hang out with type of deal. It seems like Chloe just wants to make sure she's never eating lunch alone, and you're taking it like a little bit more personal, because it sounds like she's just you're talking about doing stuff outside of work and all this stuff, right? She's just keeping it very surface level, right? So, our coffee date ended amicably. We hugged goodbye, and I thought we would be okay. But then she sent me the breakup text talking about I wasn't able to communicate these things on my mind. I should have communicated it on the coffee, but you know, just have good luck on your future endeavors. And my heart stopped, and I felt my face burning. I just blocked her number, blocked her on socials. I recorded a voice note of my raw feelings, air sign tings. I then got in my car, cranked up some Cat's Eye, and just, you know, did me. But it's been a year since then. It sounds like she's came up since then, and you know, she doesn't talk to Chloe anymore, and she's processing the friendship. And she said, reading back on it, there were a lot of instances where she ignored her intuition, didn't speak up or bring something to light in the relationship. And that's what I said, like dead in the beginning of the stream. Listen to my feelings more. Speak up when something feels off. Definitely that. People are in your life for a season and a reason and not a lifetime. Heavy on that. And also, it's super rare to become like super close with coworkers. Like, it's very rare. Like, very rare. This is Chloe. Oh yeah, Chloe is tatted as hell. There ain't no getting around that. Oh, you are so cutesy. And I love your name also. Yeah, babes. And then, like, the other thing, I don't want to bring race into it, but with the whole Nolan Wells stuff, like, when you're in interracial friendships, a lot of people view us as disposable. Unfortunately, they do. It's good for a yeah, girl, at the office type ish, but that's pretty much as far as it go. They're not gonna invite you to their wedding. They're not gonna make you the godmama to their baby. They're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally just that. It's rarely. Okay, so making a friend at work is rare. Like a long-lasting friendship at work is rare, period. Making a long-lasting interracial friendship work where the power dynamics aren't weird and you're not treated like a sidekick, that is like unicorn level. Okay? And that's just me making, like, you know, perspective. So, like, you probably did think the friendship was one thing, because you did say you were biracial too, specifically at the beginning of this. So you are probably used to like white people in your family being kind to you, being, you know what I'm saying? So you probably thought this was going to be something else. But at the end of the day, you are phenotypically black, and not everybody's going to see you as both. They're just going to see you as they see you. And yeah, like that's just the real. That's just the real. It is what it is. I will never fault you for giving a fuck though. I'll never fault you for caring too much. But yeah, I would just move on from this one, girl. It don't matter if she was right with her. I mean, just know this. She's not happy with that man. Like, I don't know if that makes you feel better. I doubt it would. But yeah, if you want to know my opinion on her, but she's not happy with him. But you know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's frustrating you that she didn't see that. And instead was like, you know what? I'd rather just go, like, be with this new girl and my man in peace. Bye. Like, you've done your job. You've fulfilled your duties. Bye. You're the astrology friend. that's cool. I've got my fix. You get what I'm saying? Let's see what y'all got to say in the chat. Yeah, she says she is a Libra, not an Aquarius. And her homegirl is a Libra also, but she's like a Libra Scorpio cusp. You cannot come to the cabin or the ski trip, I fear. No, seriously. Or the boat. We ain't partying on no boat. If you make a friend at work, it's usually because the job is horrible. And she did, when I was skimming, she said that she hated the job. She didn't want to leave. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if Brad works at the job. I wouldn't be surprised if Brad told her on some like racist shit to not fuck with you. And how it's not going to be beneficial for you in the long haul. Because that's another thing that happens. People, white girls like Chloe, you know, the hippie tatted white girls type ish. Once they want to start leaning on their whiteness, right? Because you got to understand what alternative is, what the hippies were. Okay. So alternative means anything anti-white supremacy, right? So like black, everything, black. Black people are like the most alternative thing you could be, right? Now, hippies, what were they? A bunch of rich, sometimes upper middle class, white people cosplaying as like travelers, nomadic people, right? So whenever I see these type of white girls or white guys, you know, really leaning into this aesthetic or whatever, usually around the time they hit like 27, it's like, okay, it's time to be white again. Post Malone syndrome. Like, okay, no, I need to lock in. I need to get in this corporate gig. We need to lock in. I need to get this 401k set up. I need to figure out what I'm investing in. I need to get this this account set up. Like, they start really leaning into it because why would you not? Why would you not? Like, this it's too beneficial not to. It really is. So it might not even be as deep as you think. And there's a lot of white girls that will settle for guys like him just to be chose up. It's deeper than just being a pick me. Like, there's deeper shit going on. And that's why I said I don't want to make it about race. But there are certain times in life where, think of the movie The Fox and the Hound from Disney. That's like the only way I could explain it. And like, if you've had interracial friendships growing up, like if you lived in the South or just like you're older, like you've had friendships where you've been cool with somebody and somebody's parent says, oh, you can't play with them no more. Her daddy says she can't play with you no more. I guarantee you that's what happened. And it's just easier for her to not push back. We see it on TikTok and all that stuff too with white feminism of, oh, well, it's just so easier to not rock the boat. Let's just not rock the boat. Let's just, girl, no. Like, huh? Yeah, boho, if you will. Y'all know how much free people cost? Like $500 for a freaking dress. You know that one hippie brand where it's like that white lady that be like sewing stuff together and she be making them like little shoes? Like, yes, like expensive. Natural Life, expensive. No, for real. Magic number 27, they either die a hero or become a villain. You're not wrong. It's like, am I going to go am I going to go corporate or what? Yep, Post Malone syndrome, Miley Cyrus, the Miley Cyrus effect. You said, my white coworker tried to tell me there was no racism in her homogeneous white country and then showed me her black ex. Child, please. Oh my gosh. So sometimes being black is like being the purse. No, it really is. Like, because you got to think about it. There's sometimes people will just be cool with you just to tell other people that they're down. They got a black friend, you know, and that's just who you are. He said, I got a pair of jeans from Free People and it was $79 on sale. And this was 4 years ago. I'm so terrified of what it is now. Seriously. And they got the nerve to still have some expensive stuff. Like, even the Goodwill, you got things that are $50, $20. Like, look. So yeah, I'll my advice to you, because what did you say? You're how old now? You're 26, 27. Okay, so you're right there. So you're right at that point. I want you to look around at your peers and like see what they're doing. Because, okay, let's take race out of it. The 27 mark is also when you notice a lot of your peers start getting hyper. I need to get married. I need a man. I need a man. Oh my God, my time's running out. Like it's gonna ramp up, girl. It's gonna ramp up, and you're gonna start seeing people do like very pick me shit to ensure that they are chose. And sometimes that means cutting off their black friends. Like, that's all I'm saying. I don't know where you are living at. You get what I'm saying? And then you said that he is a fair-skinned Middle Eastern man. Again, not gonna really get into like the colorism, the anti-blackness. Like, I just have a really gut feeling that her man was like, hey, you need to cut that out. That's not gonna do shit for you. Because even though she's a tatted up hippie white girl that probably bumps Chief Keef and shit, for him, it is a come up by being with a white woman in his shit. Like, the sociology and anthropology, bitch, it's don't make me get my whiteboard. Like, it gets deep. So the whole, like, it's not you, it's me. Girl, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, what do y'all think about it? And y'all, it is never too late. It is never too late to do anything. So don't let these people make you think you are running out of time. Live your life. I'm a firm believer in your 20s are for you. Don't be popping out no damn kids. Shit, life is life, bro. Wherever you're at is where you're at. But if anybody is hearing this and catching it, I really feel like your 20s are for you, bro. Go learn stuff. Go love a little. But don't get tied down to somebody. Like the example with the tattoos. Tattoos are forever. These men can come and go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she definitely chose up. I definitely think she chose up. I really do. But let's move on to this next one. It is called TRIBETEA, I Blame Cash Doll. I don't know what Cash Doll did. But what I know about Cash Doll is it went from ice me out to, oh, I don't wear makeup because my man told me that I don't need makeup. So I'm never going to wear makeup, even though I be beating my face in the guys and I have the best lace fronts in the games and my body is tea. And yeah. And then they broke up. Girl, I should have never took that makeup off. I was tripping. Like, I don't know what was going on. Like, somebody should have snapped something into me. Like, whenever I think of Cash Doll, that is what I think of. Like, whenever I would see her on podcasts, my man. Oh, the mighty had fallen. I was just like, not you. No. But it was, girl. It was her. Right. What dog got to do with this? What she got to do with this? Hey, Tribe. I love watching your videos. I am a Libra. Shout out to all the Libras. This is the Libra stream. I feel like 2 weeks ago or last week, we had a Virgo stream. This is the Libra stream. Shout out to all my Libras in the chat. And that's all I can tell you because I don't know my rising or my moon sign, but I wish I did. So I thought since it's summer, I'm going to share a story that happened last summer now that I'm being a baddie again and I don't have no D to hurry to go back to. Oh my God, girl, what? Girl. Oh my God, not the chat going crazy. Like another one? So around last May, I was living in Atlanta and I was taking care of myself, period, pouring into myself. Well, that came with feeling confident in my beauty. I was listening to Stacked by Cash Doll. I'm sorry. I'm listening to Stacked by Cash Doll's album day and night. I know why. But at the time, a girl was really feeling herself. I downloaded a dating app. It was going well. I met this man. He was 5'7". Before I get into it, downloading a dating app in Atlanta is risky business. Diabolical work. Jesus, take the wheel. I would be scared to do something on Facebook Marketplace in Atlanta. And y'all are about to meet up with men. Child, I'm scared for everybody. So I met this man. He was 57. Did you mean he's like 5'7"? Or he's 57 years old? Like the earth went around the sun 57 times. Is he 5'7"? Is he a short king? Please don't piss me off. Bitch, is you dating Club Shay Shay? At 25. At 25 years old, you were dating Club Shay Shay. I just need us all to just... Wow. For the record, again, I am personally okay with age gaps when you are like, I feel like if you're 30 plus, it's just one of those things where it's just like, okay, you know, like you're grown, your brain is developed. Science just keeps pushing it. It went from 25, now it's 30 for when your brain is like fully developed, and it is what it is. At 25, the oldest you should be dating is about like 30, in my opinion. That's just me. 57? The youngest person he should be talking to is like 45. You're about to be 60. Huh? This should be a freaking crime. No, seriously, I agree with Roses. Like, if they are older than your parents, hell no. Hell no, bro. That's weird. Oh my God. Bruh, this dude is older than my dad. Like, I'm fried right now. Yes, I like older men. He was in shape and looked like he took great care of himself. So we start talking and it turns physical real fast. Not surprised. That's literally all they want from you as a young person. Trust and believe. And I know you probably thinking like, no, I got more to offer. It's not just about that. It's just, it is. It is. If he wanted somebody that was like, had wits and smarts about him, you know, he would go with a more mature woman. If he wanted somebody that, you know, could keep up with the convo about, you know, things that used to do back in the day, he would get with a mature woman. He wants to smash like a rabbit, girl. That's why he's with somebody younger. And it's like, I always understand why the younger person dates older. It's for security. It's for money. It's for influence, wisdom, whatever. I get it. Maybe you have your own mommy, daddy issues, whatever. I will never fault the younger person for not seeing. You get what I'm saying? But I will always side-eye the older person because it's like there's nothing else you're doing this for other than sex. Like, that's it. Like, you want to smash. You want to smash, and that's literally it. The same with the poly stuff or like adding people to the relationship. It's like, no, you don't want to be mentally stimulated. You want to have threesomes. Like, let's just keep it a bean. So yeah, you wanting him, yeah, there's things to unpack there. But him wanting you, like, we know what it is. We know what it is off rip. Like, just odd. Ugh. Okay, so they talking about they do the do every night at my place. Then he would get a hotel. Then I would come over to his place late at night. And we were having fun. That went on for months, you said? What happened? Okay, we were doing the do. We would get a hotel. We were having fun. Then we went for drinks one night, and I saw a girlfriend from work, and she was like, we should do something, all three of us together. See, I already knew this was coming. You see, I already knew this is coming because guys like this, you can't just be normal. Like, you always got to do some weird stuff, bro. Like, huh? No, for real, he definitely popping them pills. He's slurping up them honey packs. He's taking like, it's funny because I was imagining the pill from SpongeBob. You know how Mr. Krabs got to take the pill? Like, bro probably taking the pill to survive. Like, nasty, overly freaked out. So they actually get together and all do their thing. We just having fun. Like, we're not saying anything about being serious or committed. So my question to you, sis, is like, what were you getting out of this? Like, what were you getting out of this? Like, was he paying you? Was he giving you money? Or do you genuinely have a physical attraction to only older men? Like, that's all you date are older men. Like, because I need to know. Because if you are like on some, oh, I'm just attracted to pot bellies and silver hair type ish, okay, I know what you're getting out of it. You're getting your fix for your fetish. But what are you getting out of this? Because he over here getting all types of goodies from this. No, for real, where do he live? Like, huh? So I kept my options open while I'm talking to dude, and I moved to a different app, a different dating app, to try to get a new selection. And I would talk here and there to guys, but I was so busy with my work and my girlfriends. We're going to call the guy, the 57-year-old, we're going to call him Michael. So I would hardly check the other app. And Michael ends up saying, let's take a trip to Miami for work. So I'm like, yeah, why not? So we end up going out at night and having our fun. I get back to Atlanta, bored at work, and I check the other dating app, and I see I have multiple matches. This one guy stands out because he is so fine. He looks like Idris. Okay. Oh, no, Damson Idris. Girl. Oh, my gosh. We start talking. He is my age. He's 25. Okay, so now the plot thickens. So you do not have a fetish for older men. You just don't mind age gaps. So now let me re-ask you this question. What the hell are you getting from this old man? Like, and this is why it goes back to the dynamics not being appropriate, or like being the power dynamics are fucked, because he is getting so much more than just physical hooking up from you by doing it with you, girl. Like, he's getting so much more. Like, he is winning out, right? So now you're talking to a guy your age. He's in great shape, has style. And it's so funny how that's all the things that I've noticed age gap girlies be complaining about. It's like, oh my God, he cannot dress. Like, I be having to walk around with, yeah, you gonna have to walk around with Mr. Thomas with his tucked in polo to them brown khakis and them Skechers with them white tube socks. Yes, that is what you're gonna have to get. And if that don't turn you on, what are you doing it for? Like, huh? And that's another thing. Yeah, why is he only seeing you at night? So I'm talking to the new guy. We talked for a week, and then I just decided to go on a date with him. Everything goes well. We start by going to bars, dinner, and he even came to my house, and we cooked together. We start having our fun, and when I tell you he was a freak, girl, what did he do? What did he do? Wait. Now I want to know, what did he do? I go over one night late at like 2 a.m. and we're having our fun, and okay, I can't say that on the stream. I guess I shouldn't have asked you what he did. We're having fun. Let's just say that. And we get 2 calls back to back. So afterwards I asked him, did you answer the phone? Playing with him. And he's like, oh, nah, we good. It's my dad. Oh my God, bitch. Is that his kid? See, this is why. And y'all killing me in this damn chat talking about she probably ate his butt. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm really hoping that is not the pappy. It was my dad. He don't care. He be loud with my mom anyway, and we just turn up the music. So, like, again, as a grown person, like, I feel like whenever people say shit like that, it's like they're normalizing the fact that they parents, like, scarred them, bro. Like, I had to learn that in therapy, bro. Like, it's not normal if you walked in your parents and just be like, oh, okay, yeah, that happened. Like, no, bitch, I'm scarred. Like, I am fucking scarred. Like, no, that was not normal. I was not supposed to see that. I was a baby. Like, even if I am grown and I overhear something, I'm like, ugh, like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna be scarred. I'm scarred. It lets me know his freaky ass already has weird shit going on in his house, because, like, why are you listening to your parents smash weirdo? And I really feel like that is about to be his daddy. I don't know. It's feeling like that. It's feeling like that. So I'm laughing at him. We start having more time at my house, and I don't care, because I know with these times you're very lucky to have your own at my age. Oh, you're saying, like, you don't mind that he lives with his people? Meanwhile, I'm still seeing Michael, and he asked me to come over one night, and I do. Everything's going well, and then I walk past a room that I've seen before in my head. I'm like, maybe I'm overthinking. We go on and have fun. Side note, I've never stayed over. 1, I just like my place better, but 2, also he never asked me. That's not true, because in the other paragraphs you said that you did stuff at his house too, but then you doubled down later and said it's okay that we all always do stuff at my place. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. It's giving. He was doing it at your place in the hotel the whole time. Okay? Anybody who's listening out in the ether, again, I don't give a damn where we're at economically, and this is why we need to reevaluate the price of P-Meow, because are you fucking kidding me? We over here feeling sorry for, bitch, you got your own place, and I'm sorry I'm calling you a bitch, but, like, you got your own shit. Why are these men not held to the same standard that you're being held to? You got your own shit and a car. You should not be fucking no man with no car or no place, period. No man should be coming to your house either to smash. He should be figuring that out his damn self. Whether that's getting a B&B, whether that's getting a hotel, I get it. Times are hard. You may not be able to cough up 2 bands, $2,500 for rent, but you know what you can do? That $300 for the night for something nice. Okay? Show me where you trying to be. Like, no, do not feel sorry. Why are you feeling sorry? Did you know when you sign up for a job and you put female on the application, you run the possibility of getting denied based off of that shit? Like, girl, why are you feeling bad for these people? And y'all are in this chat talking nasty as hell. Y'all about to get this whole stream shut down. Oh my gosh. So I went over this time. He made me breakfast. I was being a little, I don't know how you would say it, but I left my thong on his night drawer as a little surprise. Girl, you was trying to get caught to see if there was a woman in the house. Like, keep it a bean. You were trying to see if there was a girl in there. And there is. I already know there is. Life goes on and I'm just living. Well, I see Michael go to dinner and dinner is over. I'm like, are we going back to your house? He's like, no, we can't go to mine anymore. I got my parents staying with me. And I have to go back home already. We can't be out for too long, right? So I'm like, okay, I get it. But I stayed that night off. But it stayed like that all through August. I am still seeing the other guy, and we're going to call him Adam. He tells me his parents are out of town, so come over. I go over this time in the afternoon, and I'm walking to his room, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I say, can you give me a house tour? He shows me around and then gets to the master bedroom. And girl, when I tell you, he opens the room and I immediately know where I am at. He's like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, it's just nice. He closed the door and we go back to the tour and he shows me his dad's office. I see a picture of Michael, Adam, and his mom. Girl, I was so confused from everything I was seeing. I'm like, father and son, girl, what did I do? I get back home and I'm just like, what the F just happened? Girl, they didn't look alike. Like, oh yeah, and then your parents are staying with you. Yeah, there's just a whole lot of lying going on from that family. So I called one of my girlfriends to really say what I just witnessed out loud, and just told her what was going on. And she talking about, bitch, you crazy. A week goes by and Michael texts me in the middle of the night talking about, baby, come over. Ugh. Ugh. So I go over. Why? Like, girl, if I was you, I would have cut both of them off and went to church and pray that the building didn't burn down because I had just done something so bad. That's what I'm saying. He didn't look like his daddy. So you go back to his house. So we start talking and then we going at it. And I thought we were being too loud because he got a phone call back to back. And I turn it around and it says wife on the phone. He ignores the phone, goes back to it. He said nobody is home. His parents are gone for the weekend. So we start having fun all over. Yeah, that is some weird shit. So, like, there's multiple generations living in this home. So you're taking care of your elderly parents. And then your elderly ass at 57 is living there with your wife. And then your grown 25-year-old son is living there. Sounds like a multi-generational home, right? But no, for real, girl, you still smash is crazy. Like, I wouldn't want to touch neither of them. It's so weird. So I go back the next day. Oh, girl, yeah, you don't give a fuck. So we take down the living room and we just having fun. And this is when the moment ended. Next thing we hear is, Dad, what the F? And I turn around and Adam looks at me and I look at him. He is screaming at me and his dad, just throwing shit. I'm like, hold on, I got to get my clothes. I'm just trying to get out the house as soon as I can. All I can hear is Michael and Adam arguing. I get out of the situation, get home. Girl, how did you get home? Did you Uber? How'd you get home? You said, girl, this is not Cash It All. This is not Cash It All fault. No, it's not. I get out of the house. A week goes by and I see that Adam took me off Instagram and blocked me when I tried to text him talking about, hey, girl, why are you still doing... Like, honestly, you could have spared him. He already seems very desensitized to SA-related trauma in the sense where, like, you're used to hearing your own parents doing stuff like that is, like, normalized for you, walking in on that. And you're a grown man. Like, you know what's going on. Like, that's your mother. Like, come on, bro. Like... And then you walk in on your dad booty butt naked in the living room with the person that you were smashing. Like, and it doesn't matter that you guys are in a relationship. Like, that's borderline incestuous, bro. Like, it's just not. Ugh. Things just kind of ended after that with both of them. I let it go. I didn't know they were related, y'all. But you did. In the end, you did. And you still went back. A few weeks after I saw his wife popped up on my suggestions in Instagram, I checked it and this bitch talking about 25 years have no class. 25, I guess he meant like 25-year-olds have no class. Like, girl, I didn't even know you were in the picture. Like, if I was to text him, he would want me again. Like, that was so uncalled for. Girl, I would advise you to switch your perspective from that. I wouldn't come because it's giving Nana Boo Boo. When it's like, realistically, bro, you were just involved in like some nasty Tyler Perry shit. Like, if anything, see, this is the type of messy I am. As soon as I would have found out that it was the father and son, to clear my conscience, I would have told the wife, I would have told Adam, everybody would have known. And I'm talking about everything. And it's like, yeah, okay, he didn't know you were smashing his son. He didn't know you were smashing his dad, vice versa. Like, that's not fair to blow up the thing. But it's like, no, let's be real, because it's getting deviant. Like, there's ditties don't just like appear. Ditties are groomed and develop over time. It's getting very deviant. Something needs to be done. It needs to be stopped. But instead, you decided to continue the deviancy. It seems like the 25-year-old son is the most scarred. The wife isn't going any freaking where. Because he over here having 3 ways of shit. Like, I know he is cheating on her something serious. He has no type of, like, respect for quieting down when there's kids in the house. There's no boundaries there. Like, these are the type of dudes you really need to look after. And then you're going after women your son's age. Like, They're talking about not you proving her right. No, for real. Like, that's not how you get back at her. Like, honestly, not turning up like her and staying with a cheating ass man for whatever fucking reason is how you win. Not engaging in this anymore is how you win. She is married to that. She's stuck. Like, she's gonna sit her stupid ass right there. Because I know you're not the first or the last. So don't join the circus. And get tested. Heavy on the get tested. Because you talking about this jit freaky. Nah, get tested. No, I don't talk about, I hate that she be a childish about it. No, dead ass. Like, come on, friend. Talking about you were smashing on her couch in her room and doing her son. And, like, no, for real. Like, this is the type of shit why people be getting, like, murked, like crimes of passion. Like, I would not, like, I totally don't advise anybody to fuck with anybody's husband or wife. They will shoot you. And depending on what state you're in, they'll get off for it. And your family gonna have to bury you. And then somebody else gonna be saying nana and a boo-boo to your mama. Like, it's that serious. It's that scary. It's that deep. I wonder if I've ever come across these people on the street. Look, ZZ the Gremlin. Look, it be like that. A lot of people do. And I realized that with the whole, what's her name? De'Ara, Brene, E. Kane. There are a lot of people that do stuff like this and like normalize it. And because they've done it, when they hear other shit like this, it's kind of like, oh, that's just what people do. You know, sometimes your husband get took. Sometimes you got to be a mistress. Sometimes you got to steal a bitch's stud real quick. Sometimes you got to get beat up for a check and subject your children to all that. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of people have normalized, because of social media, in my opinion, certain behaviors on some like, oh, well, they do it in their platform. So like, if I do it, it's not that bad. When it's like, no, bro, like, you're not going to get good karma from this. No accountability. No, for real. Like, it's crazy. Shout out to Titty Milk. I like your name. Thank you for watching me for so long. I appreciate it. But yes, I highly advise you, girl, do some soul searching. Be a little bit more selective of who you bring into your home. I am all for sexual liberation, as long as you are protecting yourself and you're not doing anything taboo, i.e. incest, kid, animals. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't get taboo with it. And everybody's consenting adults, heavy on the consenting to the situation. Do you. Just don't shit where you lay. Stay safe. That's really my only advice to give you. It's crazy. My ex is really dating her ex-cousin's baby mama. They had a miscarriage and broke up a long time ago. And tell me why the cousin tried to holla at me, because I just seen a girl on TikTok talking about how she came from a family where people be getting with cousins and stuff like that. Like, y'all need to be safe out here. Nah, for real, because it's no problem. Grown people can do what grown people want to do. But the second you take out the consent aspect of it, like, you never tell anybody, like, shoot, even the 57-year-old, I don't really want to feel bad for him because you being a freaked out adulterer. But it's like, I'm pretty sure when you found out and you told him initially, you don't know, you took away that consent for him The same way you took the consent away for his son to decide whether if they even wanted to still fuck with you after engaging in something so traumatic already. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, you're talking about what did I walk into? No, seriously. Leave some advice below. This next one is super short. It's called Trying to Heal and Better Myself Even Though My Environment is a Circus. Okay? Aren't we all? Please like the live, guys. Like the live if you just got here. This is not the last story. We have like 2 more to go. So, I just wanted to say I love your videos. Thank you so much. And I have been watching, oh my God, I've been watching your content since the 8th grade, babes. You're scaring me. The 8th grade. Oh my gosh. You know, that warms my little heart though. Like, I hope you weren't watching anything raunchy. I hope you were watching something that like made you feel good or like gave you some big sis advice or something, because man, I told y'all on another stream, like, I'm viewing that differently now on some, like, hey, at least you were watching me in the 8th grade and not E. Kane. You get what I'm saying? At least you were watching me in the 8th grade and not Blueface. At least you were watching me in the 8th grade and not, you know, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So thank you for keeping me in your coming of age. They said they are 19. They are a Scorpio. And they're a Scorpio. Shout out to all my Scorpios. Another Scorpio in the house. They're an Aquarius rising. Their mom is a Virgo. Shout out to all my Virgos. And they are a Scorpio rising. Okay. I'll be referring to the people who financially ruined my family as Lex Luthor and Two-Face. Oh, damn. Okay. So everything went downhill when my mom got engaged to my stepdad, who we will call Two-Face. The relationship was rushed. Two-Face was and is a huge liar and a narcissist. He was actually diagnosed. Did your mama think she could change him? Like, how does she even know about the diagnosis, for one? Like, huh? And then I'm looking at the combo too. You're like, ooh, interesting combo. And I'm looking at it. So if you're a Scorpio and your mom is a Virgo, but she is a Scorpio rising, so I'm pretty sure she probably tries to project a lot of her outward, whether that's appearance or personality, music taste, hairstyles, whatever, on you growing up. And then you being an Aquarius rising, I could see how on the forefront you would be like a blank canvas, easy to mold type of deal. But at the end of the day, you're a water sign and she is earth. So you're fluid in that way. So I don't know how this turns out, but I hope you're using that as a superpower instead of letting people like take advantage of you in that way. Because being fluid, a lot of Scorpios I know, I call them chameleons. Y'all are very fluid people. Don't let other people tell you who the fuck you are. That's my only advice to any of my Scorpios out there, especially if you have a Aquarius rising, period, regardless of what sign you are. If you have an Aquarius rising, remember who the fuck you are, because a lot of people are going to want to project who they think you are onto you. That's just my opinion of what I've seen, okay? So let's get back to the diagnosed step pappy. I was 7 years old when they met, and my little sister was 2. No shade, but is the 2-year-old Two-Face baby? Or your mama just had bad luck? They got engaged almost a year after meeting. Okay, so yeah, your mom just had some bad luck with men, I guess. Damn. My mom had my little twin brothers shortly after. Damn. So now you got 4 kids under 10. Shoot. They then got married and we moved to another state. Two-Face moved us into a rental property that was owned by his parents. He hid the marriage. Who he hid the marriage from? Oh, wow. And had a whole secret family that he hid from us. 5 other kids to be exact. Oh, wow. He must have that twin gene real bad. So, and this is shit that be frying me because I know you're only 19, right? And you're going to have more time as you grow into adulthood to process this. The thing that be fucking frying me is when adults try to act so dumb. Like, you mean to tell me your son, who has a propensity to shoot up the club and impregnate bitches by the dozen, okay, shows up and wants to rent out your house, and now he has a new woman and 4 kids, and none of them are his? Like, I'm just trying to validate for you, you're not crazy. Like, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. Like, that is some bullshit. Y'all knew about that man. They playing. They knew about that damn man. Like, come on now. And mama could have did a background check, but my opinion, usually women that get in these type of situations, they want to be kept. They want to be taken care of. Like, who's gonna want a woman with 4 kids, 3 baby daddies? Like, this is the stuff that society tells you. So I get why she's like, okay, I at least need to just like buckle down with one of these kids, daddy, and try to make it fucking work. He has property, he has assets, at least. His people come from money in the sense where they have generational wealth. We can go and stay at this house, whatever, right? Now, is that dangerous? Yes. But I just am empathizing for your mom. Like, it's giving survival mode, right? But no, yeah, they playing dumb as fuck. They knew. And he had another family. Crazy. So she ends up meeting the other 5 siblings. And she said, every single one of them bullied me. My mom also financially supported those siblings for years. So I'm guessing they finally came clean, because it's like, huh? So my mom tried to make it work, but my stepdad kept lying and gaslighting her. And then in comes one of his baby mamas, Lex Luthor. Two-Face owed her 9 bands in child support. Frick. Which he hid from my mom. She only found out about the money owed when all of her inheritance, which she put in her and my Two-Face's joint account, was nerfed by his child support. So, again, I know you're only 19 and you still have to process this. Your mother should have never, ever, ever put that man on that account. I don't give a fuck if it's easier for him to withdraw money. I don't give that. No. She shouldn't even have access to your account in that way. Why would you put that man's, like, that makes no sense to me. And I know, like, from your perspective, it's probably on some, if Lex Luthor would have never did that child support, then I would have had my money. When it's like, no, if your mama wouldn't have put that man first and put that man on your bank account, you put that man on the bank account with his twins that he got. Why the hell would you put why the fuck would you put your husband, who is not biologically the father of your child's name, or give him access to that bank account? For all you know, he could have been swiping $5 here, $5 there. So that's on your mama. Yes, bro is a liar. But Lex Luthor is owed that money. She has 5 kids. Kids are not cheap. Somebody got to take care of these kids. And you said your mom has been financially taking care of them? Girl, your mom done got herself into a pickle. Speaking of Brene and Tim, when you're married, all of that is a joint thing. The child support, debt, college, student loans, it's all you now. So unfortunately, this does go on your mom. I empathize for her because of the survival shit, right? But baby, you're married and you're in the house. Why are we also giving him your daughter's bank account? Like, you lost me. Lost me. So that day was devastating. And it has put a financial bind on us that we're still trying to overcome till this day. Two-Face gave some lame apology and called Lex to ask for the money back. As you can guess, we never got the money back because that is money that she is owed. By law, yo mama should have never combined that bank account because she could have skated for some time if she would have kept it separate. But no, and I already know how this goes because I know people like this. She was probably talking up that inheritance. Oh, I'm about to get paid. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to show that bitch. Like, I'm telling you, guys with multiple baby mamas, they always make them beef with each other. Like, even the fact that you have a negative viewpoint of her and her kids bullied you, he is doing, and he's a diagnosed narcissist. He is triangulating, baby. He is working double time, triple time. You get what I'm saying? So we never got the money back. Lex Luthor ended up buying a trailer and a BMW with my mom's money shortly after getting it. We ran into her at a grocery store a couple days later, and she was trying to start shit. My mom isn't a confrontational person, so she wanted to just walk away, but ended up having to hold me back from beating her ass. I gave her a good scare that day, but I do feel bad because I embarrassed the hell out of my mom. I also cussed out Two-Face and almost fought him too after he disrespected my mom and called me a bitch. What? Your mom let him call you a bitch? Oh, wow. That's crazy. After that, my mom finally filed for divorce. Yes, ma'am. So proud of her. They are currently separated. I've been trying to better myself and heal, but we still live with Two-Face, so it's been hard. My little siblings have been my main motivation to better myself, as I want to be a good example for them. My mom has also made a lot of positive progress and finally started therapy. That's really good to hear. But I still worry about her discernment sometimes. I'm just so angry and bitter, and I feel like out of all the people who have hurt me and my family, they keep getting away with their wrongdoings. I just want them to leave us alone. So I hope you learn from this is that a man is not a way out, because both your mom and Lex Luthor thought that a man was going to be the way to solve their problems. Literally, if it wasn't for her laying on her back 5 times, she wouldn't even have had a trailer or a BMW. Or a car. Let's just say a car. She wouldn't have had a trailer or a car. Okay? And in your mom's eyes, if it wasn't with her being with the man and getting 2 babies by him specifically, she wouldn't have had a house that was already owned. And that they were renting something is crazy to me too, because it's like, bro, these are your family, but I digress. But you got to start holding your mom accountable. I'm glad that she is in therapy, and because she's in therapy, I wouldn't be surprised if there becomes a day where she does sit you down and let you know, like, hey, this is not how men are supposed to treat women. This is not how families are supposed to function. I shouldn't have got with a man 2 years after giving birth just to give birth again to twins a year after. You know, like, I should have just been focused on being your mom for real. Like, and I know you don't regret your siblings and everything, but now look, now she is tethered, because I noticed you said separated, not divorced, still living there. Now you're tethered because you have more minors to take care of. Whereas you're 19, you can get up and go. This is a mess. But I'm proud that your mom is leaving the situation, at least on paper. But if I was her, I know, I don't know, maybe ask her. Maybe she is doing it and you just don't know. But does she have an exit plan? Like, does she have somewhere to go with her and her kids? Because I don't see a narcissist helping out their kids just for the sake of, like, narcissists are known for punishing children to punish the parent. So I don't see her relying on this man divorce as a positive, like, at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, He literally had to get a new victim in order for the first BM to come back around to collect a check. And it makes me wonder, was your mom talking to him about the inheritance before their marriage? And no, you can't sue for the money back because legally that is their money. Legally, you guys were a family, and legally his children are your stepchildren, and you have to pay child support. And I could see how the baby mom is like, well, I need that car to drive them kids to school, and I need the trailer to put the roof over the kid's head. It happens all the time. Not as big of an amount as $9,000, but it happens all the time. It's usually like a couple hundred though, like 500, 600. But he has 5 kids. So yeah. She definitely puts you guys at a major disadvantage by putting your name on those accounts. I would also, now that you're of age, I would make sure you don't have any like bills in your name, any loans, anything like that. And I would also go to the bank and request to get your own bank account yesterday. And request the records for, you know, all the stuff so you could see, has somebody been dibbling, dabbling, taking out. And shit, honestly, you can't do anything because his name's on the account. You can't even say it's fraudulent. Like, you're really fucked. Like, you just got to kiss that 9 bands goodbye. Like, there's no point in even like bucking up at people at the supermarket. Like, it's gone. It's, your mom chose up. She chose the wrong guy. It's sad, but it is what it is. The 9 bands are gone. He said, does he actually have family money? Was he cut off, or did he just get property when it costs a firm? It sounds like to me, because they're talking about trailers and like inheriting older homes and all this shit. It's sounding like they have a family home and maybe the older generation bought another home. It sounds like they probably have like 2 or 3 houses within their family. And they're like, okay, we're still paying property taxes and all that, just give us some rent, and then we're going to take that rent and pay the mortgage on the house that the papa and mima are at, right? Meanwhile, he left his 5 kids in BM with nowhere to stay because the first thing she did was buy a trailer. Like, when you get older, you're going to realize that everyone was a victim of that man, but everyone was an adult and everyone made adult decisions, right? Lex Luthor made the adult decision to lay down not once, not twice, not 3, not 4, not 5. Maybe it was 3 times if she has 2 sets of twins. And your mom made her decisions. Now you get to make yours. My main advice to you is to just remind yourself that you are not your siblings' parents. That is my main advice to you. Do not get caught up trying to parent your siblings, because you will never get to experience your life for yourself. This is the time where you should be, if you haven't already, started working, getting into a field that you want to get into, maybe going to school. Y'all know we're at war right now, so I really don't suggest this, but usually people get into like military careers if there is no way out where they're at. Yeah, I would really try to start setting yourself up to where you don't even need to worry about your mom and your brothers. You get what I'm saying? Like, or your sister. Which I would do, and I get it, and I do worry about that middle child a lot, because it's like, you're not even 2 years older than your siblings, and you got a different daddy, and this guy is a freaking weirdo. Like, ugh. Not you said I would fight my mom. Oh my God. Pain and suffering. No, dead ass. Suing for pain and suffering, child, because he is, But yeah, if you guys have any advice, put it in the comments. We're going to get to this next story, Mystery of the Missing Za. Oh my gosh. The missing Za is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm thinking about the time, like, when was the last time I misplaced some Za? I remember I was puffing on a bench, and well, I didn't even get to puff, excuse me. I rolled up on a bench, and the J rolled in between the planks of wood. And every time I would go to that bench to smoke, I would just smoke there, knowing that there is a fully rolled J under here that I cannot touch. So yeah. You said no advice for this one. They just need 9,000 lashings. Period. No, give him some lashings. Cause like, why are you an evil man? Like you did, and you know he did that shit on purpose. It's okay. The mystery of the missing Za, girl. Hey Naja. Hey girl. I have been watching your videos since the Hood Office skits. Period. I am a Leo. Happy Leo season, guys. I am a Leo sun, a Gemini moon, and a Sagittarius rising. Shout out to my Sagittarius also. I'm 23 years old. This is the pink story, by the way, guys. So this story is some crazy-ish that I am still trying to figure out. So I used to smoke hella Zaza back to back for years. Back in 2023 or 24, my homegirl used to make desserts, and sometimes she would add a sprinkle of you know what. So she made me an edible Rice Krispie that was in this cute heart-shaped pan. Granted, she warned me not to eat the whole thing, but girl, I was talking to my now husband, boyfriend at the time, and we were watching Steven Universe. So, you know, girl, they be saying that edibles are not to be played with. Like, it will smack you down. I took one on my honeymoon in PR. One of the boys that was working at the resort gave it to us. I was like getting the fear a little bit. I was like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. So, you know, I'm just eating and it was good. I forgot that it had the special ingredient. So I got so freaking toasted, girl. I was barely able to walk and I'm just like tripping. So I prayed to God. Girl, yes, that's when you know it's bad. I've done that the last time I took something from the dispensary. I took too many and like I just found myself praying to God like, bruh, I'm gonna be so grateful when I don't have this feeling. Not me calling God bruh, but hey, it is what it is. I was like, yeah, just take this feeling away from me, please. I just want to be sober so bad. I don't want to do that. So I know what you're talking about. I prayed to God talking about, can you take this feeling away? So a month passes by and I'm still smoking the za, but I started to notice allergic reactions. Like I would get hives and rashes. Girl, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I think it was just the strains in 2023 and 2024 because I used to too. Like it used to be like little bumps and stuff on me. And I'm like, am I dying? Let me know in the chat if you guys live in a place where it's legal. In 2023, 2024, bro, it definitely used to give me like little hives and like little bumps. And I'm just like, are they putting pesticides on this? Like, let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. She said there would be times where she felt like she couldn't breathe. Oh, girl, I don't know about that. But did that stop me? No. So tell me why one day I was in my car with a fresh new O and I put some in my little doohickey and was just chilling. Next thing you know, I looked down and the little bud was gone. At this point, I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I start feeling under the seat, in the cracks, and I'm looking. I cannot find it anywhere. So any type of buzz I felt just straight left my body because I'm just shook. I'm over here looking in places I know damn well don't make sense. Under the car, the trunk, the seats. I see nothing. So at this point, I'm like, what is going on? And it was literally just in my lap. Yep, that's that stuff. That is that stuff that be going on. You said, yeah, 2024 was wild. I swear something was weird. Yes, maybe it was synthetic. Maybe. I accidentally ate. Oh, damn, that's sad. I do not. I empathize for people that accidentally eat edibles because it is very scary if you don't know what's going on. Yeah, I've never prayed too hard. Girl, 2 days? Oh, no. See, you just need to hop in that shower, baby. You needed to hop in the shower and drink you some water and go to bed. Oh my gosh. I used to randomly scratch myself. Me too. And I felt like a crackhead, but like I literally, and I was like, did I get contact dermatitis? Like, what is this on me? And it would always be like right here on my wrist or my arms. It was so weird. Yeah, you talking about the carts were synthetic. I wasn't smoking no carts though. Oh, the paranoia was bad. Yes. Yeah. You said I'm breaking out into hives and little bumps. And the only thing I kept doing the same thing was blunt. Yeah, you got to stop. You got to take a break. I don't know what I did differently. I honestly could not tell you. But yeah, I was breaking out in little hives, girl. So, she says she found the missing bud in her lap, girl. You need to leave that dope alone. That's what that means. And I low key feel like that night it just hit me, and I'm praying hard. I'm getting allergic reactions, and now stuff's disappearing. So it's like, what's tea? Like, are you gonna keep doing this to yourself, right? Are you gonna keep doing this to yourself or what? Like, this is a choice, like you don't have to do this shit. Oh my gosh. She says, I'm 2 years sober from the za, and honestly, it's been an eye opener. My mind is much more clear, and thinking back on it, it was a sign that I need to stop. I was smoking so much. It was a dependency. Shout out to my 420 people out there, but I had to go. Yeah, shout out to anybody in the chat that be like living and breathing the ganj. But honestly, bro, like I was the same way where I realized I'm starting to get paranoid. I'm breaking out. Like I stopped smoking like grabas and all that stuff. Like you gotta slow down. It's not the same as it was back in the day. It is way stronger. You have to slow down. I still don't think that za is addictive, but it is mentally addictive because of stuff like this. You're adding it to your routine. So like you're in the car, like, girl, that's a ticket right there. Even if it is legal, like you're living on the edge. It's just too casual, And my advice for anybody, if you want to kick something cold turkey, or like if you know you have a habit that you want to break, but you're just having a hard time breaking it, my advice to you is whenever you're sick, stop doing everything because you're already uncomfortable. Just stop doing everything. Every time I've quit something like smoking or whatever, I've always done it right after I was sick, because when I'm sick, I don't even want to smoke. I already feel gross. Like my chest has mucus in it. Like, girl, I'm not trying to do nothing. It's a nice little reset. Same with drinking. Like you feel a little woozy and stuff after. I'll have a little hottie toddy, don't get me wrong, but there are some times when I'm sick where that is just like not it for me, Let's see, what y'all talk about? You said, I don't smoke, so my edible situation was worse. My parents said, oh, yeah, because that'll really mess up. Like, it messes with your digestive stuff, too. It can give you, a lot of people who abuse those end up having, like, Crohn's or, like, give themselves IBS, stuff like that. You said the grab would mess up your lung, girl. I heavily believe in taking breaks. It is so essential. It's so essential. Edibles are evil, bruh. He said, I've never smoked because I don't got my own place and I hate coughing. Yeah, me too. I don't like coughing either. It's not fun. But yeah, y'all just everything is good in moderation. That's what I say. Everything is good in moderation. It's okay to do things a little here and there. But when you find things, like when you find that things are messing with your quality of life, whether that's your health, your social life, your family, relationships, your job, whatever, yeah, it's that serious. No matter how much you think it's under control, that goes for substances, healthy eating, working out type of deal. Maybe indulging into like trash TV, Zeus TV, that's ass behavior, like everything's good in moderation. You just don't want to form patterns. Because then, the same way when you have good patterns and you do them for a long time, good things happen. You do bad patterns, you're going to get shitty results, right? So let's end this on I gave up my friendship for a broken relationship story, okay? Make sure you guys are liking the live, please. No, for real. Y'all need to be careful. Treat your lungs better. Get you some Irish sea moss. Do a little cleanse. Oh, and don't fall for detox fads. The only way you can detox your body is to stop putting the poison in it. That's the only way. Give your body a break from the poison. That's the only way it'll work. Okay? All right. Gave up my friendship for a broken relationship. Hey, Naja. Hey, girl. I am writing to you in the tribe again because, as the title states, I gave up a longtime friendship for a broken relationship that officially ended 6 months ago, even though the boyfriend and I were going downhill way beforehand. This friend, we're going to call him DJ, and I have known each other since middle school, and we are now 27 years old. Damn, that's a long-ass friendship. Since the start of our friendship, we have always been close, attending the same middle school, same high school, and even chose colleges that were less than an hour apart from each other. We didn't even choose that. It just happened that way. I already know where this is going. That man's about to feel intimidated, because if DJ is not gay and DJ is attractive, he's going to be intimidated. He's not going to want to hear nothing about that being your brother, nothing about that being your play cousin. All he's going to imagine is y'all was playing house. It's not going to, yeah. And then if he really is like toxic, he's going to push that away just off GP. Just like, nope, I don't want you talking to no man. Nope, nope. Girl. So now on to the ex-boyfriend, who we're just going to call X. X and I started dating at the end of 2023, and not even 6 months into the relationship, there were issues. And one of the issues was my friendship with DJ. Not surprised. There was one instance where I had posted a selfie on my Instagram story, and DJ responded with heart eye emojis. To me, this isn't a big deal because throughout our friendship, DJ always compliments me and just made sure I was feeling confident. So to me, it was something normal. However, X didn't think the same. He made a big deal from that single situation and said how DJ wasn't respecting him or our relationship, which wasn't true because DJ frequently asked, how was X? How's X doing? Can me and X all hang out together? Girl, I'm going to tell you right now. If you have a male best friend as a woman, and it goes vice versa, if you are a man that has a woman best friend, not saying that your ex isn't weird or it wasn't toxic or whatever, I'm just saying like off GP. If you have a friend that's a different gender and now you're in a relationship, all heart eyes stop. All kissy faces stop. We need full sunglasses emojis, cowboy hats emojis, and fire emojis, baby. Like, not even any hearts. Okay? Because we don't need any, as somebody who has been the girl BFF to a straight guy before, like when I was coming of age, and like who has been a girl close friend to guys in adulthood, it is very, very, very important to establish there was never nothing there. There will never be anything there. And I want you to feel as secure in your spot as possible. Like, I don't want shit to do with that. So I will say I do co-sign that because you guys have known each other for so long, there should already be a protocol in place. Like, hey, I'm with somebody now, like, lock in, basically, you know? X and DJ have never met. And I feel like the reason to that is because X isn't interested in meeting my male friend. Throughout our relationship, X always told me that opposite genders cannot be friends because there would always be some sort of romantic attraction on either or both sides, which I always disagree with, and that became another issue that plagued our relationship. Not even a year into the relationship, X told me that I either needed to block DJ on every social media platform, even blocking his number, or that we're going to break up. Based on the title, you could guess which option I chose, and now I've been regretting that decision since I lost one of my greatest friends. Man, I feel so bad for you, bro, because if I was DJ, I would feel so tried. Like, girl, don't come crawling back to me now. Man. Now, Naja, here's the part where I admit that I didn't disclose this to X, but DJ and I, our friendship wasn't always a regular, normal friendship. In early high school, DJ and I were very touchy-feely and experimental towards each other. What do you mean by that? What do you mean experimental? You know how there's a difference between being bi-curious and being bisexual, right? You can experiment one time, but being experimental means like you know, Now, I don't agree with your ex that men and women cannot be friends. I don't agree with that. However, I will say that, yeah, in those type of relationships, there are multiple moments where you like kind of catch yourself like, oh shit, like, you know. But the fact y'all actually went through it, and when I say moments like, I mean like, okay, like we're talking about intimacy right now. I don't want to be intimate with you, but we're talking about intimacy, and we're a man and a woman talking about intimacy. Like, that's what I mean by okay. But y'all were experimenting for real. Like, no. Yeah, I don't know, sis. I don't know. We would hold hands. We would hug. I would sit on his lap. We would kiss each other's necks. The one thing that we didn't do was sleep with each other, but everything else, yeah, we did that. So did y'all like, but like I said, it was only during early high school. That all ended by 11th, 12th grade, and our friendship turned back to what a normal friendship would entail. I say all that to say I miss my friend and the friendship, and there are days where I want to unblock him and become friends again, but I'm scared because how do you explain to someone that your boyfriend at the time made you choose either end a relationship or end a long-time friendship? Any advice or comments on what to do is much appreciated. Love you lots. Congrats on your success for your future endeavors. Well, thank you so much. That's a hard one because even though I would tell you, hey, go for it, unblock them, tell him exactly what happened. I chose up. That should be the name of this today's tribe tea. I chose up. They chose up. She chose up. We chose up. Or the switch up, right? A part of me, I would just tell you like, yeah, go for it. Say, hey, I chose up. I regret it. He was a douchebag, and this is why I couldn't talk to you anymore because he told me to stop. But the other part of me is like, if the roles were reversed and he had emailed me saying what you did, I would tell him, tell her to kick rocks. And it's sad, but that's the truth. But yeah, that's another thing. Thank you, Sha. Why didn't we communicate with the friend before kicking him out? Or giving him the boot, giving him the block. Being like, hey, he don't want us talking to each other. And then if he should know this too, like, cause y'all aren't 17 anymore. You're touching 30, right? So he should know, like, okay, yeah, there is that boundary there of like, men ain't gonna want a straight male around. Now, what I will say is your ex was insecure, because a confident man secure in his masculinity definitely would not have a problem going to, okay, let me meet this guy. Let me see for myself what type of relationship this really is, right? But instead, he viewed him as competition and was like, yeah, you need to take my competition out because I'm not trying to fight for you for real. And he makes me feel insecure. And you were like, okay, babe, I'll stroke your ego. I'll cut him off. And it should also show you just how expendable he was to you too. Like, I don't know, friend. This is one of those justified to not want to fuck with you type of deals. And shit, I know you said that you just want to stay friends, but it's like maybe y'all do need to talk about that era in high school, because if I've learned anything about men is they tend to hold on to that little like emotional thing that happened to them when they were in adolescence for some fucking reason. Like, they will carry that shit into their 30s, 40s. The little piece of ass they got when they was freaking 15. Like, it's so weird. The shoulda, coulda, woulda, the girl that got away. Like, men are so obsessed with that, like, I can honestly say, out of the grown women that I know and that, have mentored me and shit, rarely, I'm not even gonna say rarely, I have never ever heard a woman say, damn, that was the one that got away. Yup, that boy, that was the one that got away. Like that meme we were talking about last week with the nerd, the beat it, sis. That, like, I've never seen that in real life, ever. Like, I don't know. I don't know, friend. And then I'm also curious, like, why did your relationship not go through? Was it what was the thing? Because it seems like for a while he was saying the thing was that you have a male best friend. So what was the thing that made y'all actually break up? You know, because as of right now, everybody in the chat is just like, oh, well, your ex wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. I mean, he probably wasn't wrong about that one thing. No, yeah, like, y'all did do shit like that. Like, bro, like, when I tell you that is like, that is just like the big thing. And that's why he's just like, men and women can't be friends together, because he's wrong, but he's right. Because it's like, if you do want to do that, it has to be 100% platonic. It has to be. It has to be. Like, if you're calling that man your brother, you wouldn't sleep with your brother, right? Like, I'm gonna need you to really lock in. There needs to be nothing. And I don't give a damn, because when I was 13, 14, 15, I wasn't kissing on no boy's neck that I wasn't, like, come on, girl. Like, we was all teenagers once. And I'm definitely still not kicking it with somebody whose neck I was all kissing up on and grinding up on and sitting on their lap and shit this late in life. Like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I don't know, friend. I mean, you could hit him up and tell him, but it's just not going to change anything. Like, I get you miss him. And I also would like to add this to the rebuttal. It's giving, you just liked having somebody in your back pocket. You know, that is a man, like a masculine in your back pocket type of deal. Like, yeah, I may not have a boyfriend, but I'm always going to have DJ. DJ has always been there. DJ will always be there. And now DJ's not there. And now you're having to learn to navigate this by yourself. Now you have to actually, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to have a man constantly blowing you up, a man giving you attention, a man giving you hard eyes on all your posts. The average woman does not have that. Let me know in the chat. Do y'all have a straight guy friend that anytime you post a thirst trap, he got hard eyes, kissy faces, and y'all don't smash, y'all don't do nothing, y'all been together for years? Like, girl, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Who's to say he wants to be friends with you again? Like, that probably really hurt his feelings. Is he interested in women? Let us know. I got more questions than answers at this point. But that was the last story for the day, guys. I know this stream went by super fast today. If you want your story on my stream, here's the email. TRIBETEA@shopvoodoochild.com. Okay. We would love to hear all of your stuff. I love the short stories. Don't get me wrong. I love a good short and sweet. But some of these, I need some more detail, girl. I need some more detail. Like, is DJ straight? Is DJ one of the girls? And the experimental, was DJ bi-curious, or is he, you know, like, was that really experimenting, or like, were y'all experimenting? You said you didn't, like, you know, but did y'all, you know? Another thing, the missing za, that was funny. Thank you for that. Trying to heal yourself, man. I need to know, do you have any, like, goals of getting out of the situation? Like, what are your goals? Are you going to school? Are you getting a job? Like, what would you like to do? Oh my gosh, Miss I Blame Cash Doll. You need to blame it on the alcohol or something. You need a better scapegoat, because, man, that was a lot. And the girl that said she unloaded the clip, yeah, it's work, babes. It's work. You're not going to find your soulmate at work. You're not going to find your bestie at work. It's okay. It's not you. It's just one of those things. Old girl was weird. Like, and, you know, you just kind of put too much weight on the relationship, and it's not a bad thing to care. Like, being chalant is cute. Okay. All right. Well, that is all I got for you guys. Please, please, please go and watch my pop culture rant if you have not. I talk about the whole Ariana Grande thing, like, and I saw it coming before this even happened. I already knew it. I was like, before I exported the video, the music video had just dropped for Pedal. I was like, nope, I got to record something and put it on this pop culture rant. So if you guys want to hear my opinion on Ariana Grande's new video and her, like, statement and all that stuff, go check out my pop culture rant. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for all the support. Bye.